Hello, this is Mary Kay Best, and I am back with you with Here's the Deal. I left you with telling you just a little bit of my story from when I was a little girl. And this is a scrapbook, as you can see. And my mother put this together back in the 60s. And you don't see many scrapbooks like this anymore, but it tells a little bit of the beginning of my story, which of course it is filled with baby pictures. And when you are born, someone holds you in the hospital. There's a picture right there of this nurse holding me in the hospital. And there's pictures of being in the crib, and I'm just gonna flip through real here. My parents and my grandparents, and this is kind of a fun shot of that little baby in the crib, that wrought iron crib. Your life started out somehow. Someone took a very first picture of you and put it in a book or put it in a frame. People that fed you and took care of you, but someone along the way fed you, gave you something to eat when you didn't know how to eat, when you were just learning to eat. In our life stories, God is always just trying to get you to learn how to eat and understand more about His love for you. When I was about 6 years old, that's when I accepted Christ. I might have been 7, but I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And it was easy to grow up in a home that's where you're loved and cared for, and your mother is strict, and you're going to do what you're told to do, and you're going to go to Sunday school and church, and you're going to go to family reunions, and all of those things you do. And I was fortunate and blessed that I grew up in a good home. But when I got grown, I thought if I just marry a good Christian man, everything will be fine. You have to pay attention to the behaviors of people. And I didn't pay close enough attention to the behavior. I kind of swept it under the rug. And at 21, I got married, and I married someone who said that they were a Christian, but this person also had a lot of anger. This person ran for political office, and I became the perfect political wife, and I worked on campaigns, and I did all that I was supposed to do, and I made sure that I was ready and dressed and did everything as far as working in the legislature with him and campaigning with him, doing everything that needed to be done. At the same time, I couldn't figure out why my personal life felt very cold, but it's because there was no love there. I was being used. This person didn't really care for me or love me. There's no such thing as thinking that the more you love someone, that they will automatically love you back. God is always loving you. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter about our behavior or how we act. He still loves you. There is nothing that you could possibly do wrong that God will not forgive you for. I had to ask God to forgive me for divorcing that man. And you may say, well, you got away from someone who was abusing you. And that's right, I did. And I had a little baby girl. And I did get away, and I started all over again. And that's where it got a little rough. But what I'm telling you is, I now pray for that person, and I have forgiven that person. And God taught me those things. I want you to know that your life has started somewhere, and it's not over, and God is not finished with you. So I'll tell you more next time.